Hello out there to all you truth seekers. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch another episode on my channel, Eyes Open Truth. My name is Amy, and before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to watch my video and seeking the truth and the knowledge that we all need today. Guys, if you don't mind, just like and subscribe my channel so you don't miss any of the videos. Now, this is a brand new channel, so if you wish to help me grow, and I appreciate it if you do, my PayPal link is in the description below. So enough about all that, guys. Let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's get started on this third term abortion. So there's a lot of controversy right now. A lot of people are upset with New York over the third term abortion, and I think they have every right to be. A lot of people are not understanding the actual procedure of how this is done to these children. So let's just jump right into it. It's going to be really sad, but I'm just going to give you the nitty-gritty of how they do it. So they do an induction abortion. That is done rarely, surgical procedure where the salt water, potassium chloride, it's injected into the amniotic sac. That one is rarely done. The majority of third trimester abortions are a D&E. And a D&E is, as it says right here on AmericanPregnancy.org, it's a surgical abortion procedure used to terminate a pregnancy after 21 weeks. The procedure is also known as a DNX, intact, D, and X. It's a partial birth abortion. Now, if you want to know how that's done, this article here on Roper.com says 24 hours prior, the provider inserts a dilator into the woman's cervix. That's going to open her cervix up to let the baby come on through. If she's past the 21 weeks, then an injection known as feticide is given to stop the fetus's heartbeat to make sure that it's not alive during the procedure. Okay, so they give the woman an antibiotic because they don't want her to get sick. Of course, you're killing a human inside of you, so why wouldn't you get sick? When the procedure begins, they use a device to keep the cervix open. The cervix is dilated by using rods that increase the size of it, just like if you were in real labor. You know, you got to dilate to 10. So they start at 1, they press it open till you get big enough to where you can have this baby, because you're actually going to have this baby. Then they take a cannula, which is a long tube. It's inserted into the uterus. It's attached to a bottle and a pump. It provides a vacuum and evacuates the tissue away. Tissue being baby. It evacuates the baby away. It vacuums your baby out of your body. You're vacuuming your child. If they can't get it out that way, sometimes they have to go in with forceps and grab the baby and pull the baby out to remove the larger pieces of tissue. Tissue being baby. Then they have to go in and scrape the lining to make sure that they didn't leave any parts of your baby behind after you've murdered your child. So they're wondering why people are so controversy over this and why people are upset. Oh, it's a woman's right. It's a woman's right. This is not right, y'all. This is still a child. If you want to know, let's go back to the whole injection known as feticide right here. An injection known as feticide. Let's just look and see what that is. You get an injection through your tummy to stop the fetal heartbeat. It is placed through your tummy into the fluid surrounding the pregnancy or into the fetal heart where the medicine is to stop the heartbeat. If it's injected into the fluid, it takes several hours for the heartbeat and the fetal movements to stop, which means that baby dies a slow death. If you think this child is not a baby just because it's inside of you, you're crazy. So let's just look at what your baby is doing during its third trimester. The baby's eyes are partially opened 28 weeks into the pregnancy or 26 weeks after conception. Your baby's eyelids can partially open, eyelashes are formed. The central nervous system can direct rhythmic breathing movements, and it's controlling its own body temperature. It's almost 10 inches long. It can kick. The baby can stretch. It can even make grasping movements. Your baby has hair, if it's going to be born with hair, of course. Your baby's eyes are wide open at 30 weeks or 28 weeks after conception. It has red blood cells forming. Your baby's bone marrow is forming. The baby has its own ability to breathe. It's starting to practice to breathe on its own. It's about 11 inches by the 32 week. At 33 weeks, the baby can detect light, so it's already starting to see. The bones are hardening. So if these bones are getting hard, they're just going to suck this baby. Oh, I just can't. This is horrible. Anyway, week 34, the baby's fingernails are growing. 35, the baby's skin is pink and smooth. 36, the baby takes up most of the amniotic sac because it's about ready to come out. It stretches, it rolls, it wiggles. It'll punch your belly because he's in there moving. He's ready to come out and meet you. Your baby can turn its head. He turns and the baby knows to flip over so that it can come out at the 37th week. The 38th week, your baby's toenails are growing. I just don't understand how people can't think that this is something that we should be doing in America or anywhere for that matter. Anywhere. Any country, state, city, anywhere that agrees with these third trimester abortions. You're just sick people. Very sick. If you're going to use a vacuum to stick it up in a woman's vagina after you put a needle into this baby to stop its heartbeat, to suck it out, I hope you bust hell wide open. I really do. And I would hate to be you to stand before God and on your judgment day, because you will be judged for doing that. The argument that's going around right now is, oh, it'll only be done by nurse practitioners or doctors or, people that know, only if it's going to risk the mother's life, blah, 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 blah. I had a baby at 28 weeks. 28 weeks my baby was born. I was 6.5, almost 7 months pregnant. She was stillborn. I birthed this child. She was 2 pounds. I buried this child because she was a child. She had all of her limbs. It was a child. I can show you pictures, but I'm not going to do that. This baby had a full head of hair. I can't imagine sucking her out with a vacuum, all because I didn't want to be pregnant. That is the most ridiculous and absurd thing that I have ever heard. May God have mercy on us when He comes to stop this, because something has to stop this. You cannot sit here and convince me and a lot of other people in this world that third trimester abortions are okay, even if it's risking the mother's life. Because my second child, my blood pressure shot through the roof. Do you know what they did? They said, hey, you got to have this baby because you're going to end up dying because your blood pressure's too high. They broke my water, delivered my baby. She went to NICU. My blood pressure came down. She is now 20 years old and a college student. Under today's terms, since she was risking my life, because my blood pressure had went up, I would have had the option to suck her out. of my womb with a vacuum and an injection in her brain to stop her heartbeat. That is murder, people. That is murder. Well, guys, I just want to say I appreciate you for stopping by. And again, my name is Amy. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video, and stay tuned. There will be some more coming. Y'all have a great day.